Alright, hey guys. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while, but today we're going to jump into Korvais. And here's the great book that I'll be following along. I got this in India with studying with Shri Prapancham Ravindran. And it's just, as it says, it's a book of Korvais. So what are Korvais? They're rhythmic phrases. It's a significant part of the conical, South Indian classical, Carnatic rhythmic language, and there are two parts to a Korvai. You have the Purvangam, which is kind of the question, it's the start, and then the Utrangam, which is the answer. And if you're familiar with Hindustani music, the Tihai, it's sort of the same where you repeat a phrase thrice. There's some little differences, but figured, hey, let's just jump in, let's try this. So I'm going to do a demonstration. These are some of the early examples in Ravindran Sir's book, and so I'll just jump right in. Follow along on the bottom. I'm going to put the syllables in case you need them, and here we go. So this is an Aditon, which is an 8-beat cycle, and I'll just get started. So I'll count us in: 5, 6, 7, 8. Di thankita taka tari kita taka din. Di thankita taka tari kita taka din. Di thankita taka tari kita taka din. Tatom tadigin atom tam tatom tatikita atom tam tatom tadigin atom di tankita takatari kita takadin di tankita takatari kita takadin di tankita takatari kita takadin tatom tadigin atom tam tatom tatikita atom tam tatom tadigin atom di tankita takatari kita takadin di tankita takatari kita takadin di tankita takatari kita takadin tatom tadigin atom tam tatom tatikita atom tam tatom tadigin atom tam. Okay, so that was the whole cycle. That was the whole Korvai, and that for you is sort of what that looked like. Okay, so let me just say maybe one pass through, and that's sort of kind of the crux. That's kind of what you need to understand, and you'll observe that this last Tham, I only say that final, the third pass through, because that's the one that ends on beat 1. Okay, so typically you just omit that and you jump right back to the start. So let me just say one pass through it, one Purvangam, one Utrangam, and you can think of that as one question, one answer, and that's how you'll kind of get a grip on this. Okay, so here it is again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Di tankita takatari kita takadin. Di tankita takatari kita takadin. Di tankita takatari kita takadin. Tatom tadigin atom tam. Tatom tatikita atom tam. Tatom tadigin atom tam. Okay, so that's just one cycle. So what are the syllables that are kind of tricky in this? The very first element here at the start, di tankita takatari kita taka. So, as you can see, there's in the parentheses, that's just 8. So if that's too fast, you have to work your way up to it. I definitely had to work my way up to it. You can start by saying, taka dimi taka junu din. So that's another way of saying, di tankita takatari kita taka din. Taka dimi taka junu din. So that's something you can try instead. And then, this is just our good old friend. We know what this is. Tatom tadigin atom. That's 8, right? Tatom tadigin atom. Tatom tadigin atom. And then tom is just the accent that lasts for those 2 beats. So you can say it's sort of like the filler. So tatom tadigin atom tam. Tatom tatikita atom tam. So that's really cool though, because that's 8 plus 2. So hey, that's a new way to demonstrate 10. Or you can think of it as a 5 going over the bar line. So there you have it, guys. That's your first Korvai. We're going to do more and more. As always, go back to nonfunctionalharmony.com. You can get the PDF. You can download the PDF and study it. And then, yeah, just play this video over and over and over again, and eventually you'll get it. All right, thanks for tuning in.